What's up, everybody? This is Coach MJ, the coaching connoisseur, and I want to welcome you to our training broadcast for today. We're going to be talking today specifically to you ladies out there who are working a side hustle. Now, when I'm talking about a side hustle right now, I'm talking about those of you who have a t-shirt business, or maybe you do catering on the side, or you have some type of a small enterprise that you are working to bring in some extra money. And maybe you have the idea that one day it could blow up into something big, but it's not at that level right now. But what I know after all the years I have been out here in this coaching world and I've been an entrepreneur is that there are certain traits that a person has to have if they are going to succeed as a self-employed individual, as a coach, as an entrepreneur, and what have you. And those of you who work side hustles, whether it is a big thing, whether it's what you want to do when you become successful, or if it's something you're just doing for now, there are things about you that I know for a fact to be true because you have been working that side hustle consistently. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of you might be doing it just out of necessity. Right now, you just need the extra money or what have you. Maybe you've never even thought about yourself as a business owner per se. You just run it like a side gig, like I said, to bring in some extra money. However, I want to plant the seed in your mind that you actually could evolve into something much more based off the traits that you having that side hustle. Let me know that you have. You are a certain type of person. You're the type of person that I, as a freedom coach, love to work with. Is those folk that are out there working a side hustle. Now, are there people who are working a side hustle who would not make good full-time entrepreneurs? Absolutely. So I am making generalizations right now, but this is something just to get your mind to thinking about something that you might not have considered before, that you can take your expertise in whatever you are an expert in. It doesn't have to be related to your side gig. It can be something you do at your day job. It could be something that you just do for fun, but you can be a coach in the high ticket coaching space using your expertise. If you turn it and I guess I should say spin it the right way, if you present it the right way so that you are solving a real problem that other people are struggling with, you can be a 6 or 7 figure earning coach. And we're going to talk about what some of those traits are that I know about most people who have been working a side hustle consistently. Number one, what I know is that you are not satisfied with where you are financially, where you are in your career, where you are in life, maybe where you live, maybe it's how you live, how you dress, where your kids are able to go to school. Whatever it is, you're not satisfied. And I'm not talking about a person who is not content, who's not grateful for life and things of that nature. But you have to have some level of dissatisfaction before you're going to step out of your comfort zone and do something different, right? You're not going to go out and start a business. You're not going to go out there and find ways to make more money if you are not dissatisfied with where you are right now. That dissatisfaction is what's going to keep pushing you forward. That's going to be your drive. That's going to be your impetus. Those are those goals that you want to achieve that are going to inspire you and drive you to keep moving forward. Because entrepreneurship is tough and you want to give up like every day. Every day something happens that might make you want to give up and say, why am I doing this to myself? And you having that dissatisfaction, that healthy dissatisfaction with where you are, always wanting more, is going to drive you and push you forward. Now, there are people who might criticize you and say, why are you always wanting more? Why are you always got to be making extra money? Why can't you just be happy with what you have? You should be glad. You should feel blessed. First of all, get those folk out of your head if they're in your head. That's not the energy we're on. It's okay to want more. It's okay to not want to settle for where you are. Otherwise, life gets very dull, very boring, and very unfulfilling very quickly. So that healthy dissatisfaction, you're hungry and on fire to live a life that you are not living right now. That's what I know about you because you're working that side gig. And guess what? You can have a life of total freedom. When I say total freedom, I'm talking about you have complete control of how you use your time. You can come and go as you please, and you have complete control of your income earning capacity. You can earn 6 figures a year, 6 figures a month if you want to. You can become a millionaire. That's the total freedom that you can have because you are a side hustler. Now, I should have given this caveat at the beginning. You want to make sure that you're the type of side hustler who is willing to pivot and do something different if this is not working. So your side hustle may not be what you want it to be to get to where you want to be without working yourself to death. Because a lot of you are working on side hustles and you putting in some 16, 18, 20-hour days, working your fingers to the bone. And while I applaud you for your enterprising nature, I want you to be willing to shift over to something that's more leveraged, that's going to get you to your income goals and your time freedom quickly. A lot of business owners, even side hustlers, are unwilling to grow and expand because they know when they do, that means they're going to have to work more hours and do more of the things that are already exhausting. And I don't want that for you. So I want you to start thinking, yes, I have this ethic. Yes, I'm hungry and I'm fired for a different type of life, but I might need a different vehicle to get there. And high ticket coaching could be that. You have to also have a dream that's bigger than your desire to stay in your comfort zone. Your comfort zone could be your couch. Your comfort zone could be just sitting and watching TV. Your comfort zone could just be hanging out with the same chickens that are pecking around the chicken yard instead of doing something that's going to help you to soar like the eagles. And when you break out and you start a side hustle that says, I'm not just talking about wanting more, I have a dream that's bigger than my desire to stay comfortable. Because it's not comfortable being tired. It's not comfortable working two jobs. I did that for years. Granted, my second jobs were not jobs that took tons of hours to complete, but people that are working 15, 20 extra hours a week in addition to a full-time job, that's not the move. And you want to have, you're not in your comfort zone when you're doing that. And so I know that you have a dream to have more and you just don't have the right vehicle to get you there, but you're working a side hustle because you said, I need more income. And so I'm going to do something about it. I'm not just going to talk about it. A whole lot of people talking about what's not working. You're actually doing something about it. That's what I know about you because you're a side hustler. I know that you don't make excuses and you're undaunted by challenges. Working two jobs, or rather a job and then a side hustle, a part-time business, is challenging. And you didn't let that stop you. You went ahead and did it anyway. That is one of the building blocks for success, is to see a challenge and do it anyway. Face your fear and do it anyway. You're not afraid to take risks. Even if you don't have a lot of money invested in your side gig, guess what? Your time being much more valuable than money, you're investing it there, and you could end up it not working out. You could end up doing something for months or years and it might not work out, but you didn't let that possibility stop you from trying. So you started your side gig, whatever your side gig is. You're also not making excuses for why it can't get done. I love seeing those videos that kind of come through on TikTok and on Instagram Reels, where people are, using those trending audios and things, but they're showing the things that they're doing in their business, especially when it's Black women doing it. I get so inspired, even though I'm not necessarily going to work in those particular fields that they're doing those businesses in. They're out there and they are doing it. They're not making excuses and saying, oh, it's too expensive. Oh, it takes too much time. It's too hard. Nobody's supporting me. You're doing it anyway. That's what I know about you because you are working your side gig. You don't make excuses. You're not afraid to take risks. And you always find creative ways to get what you want and need. Guess what? Your side gig is that creative way. You needed more money. You got creative and started your side gig. You needed your kids to go to private school and you couldn't afford it on your day job. You started your side gig and you found a way to pay for that tuition. You needed to start, setting aside money to maybe replace your car, getting a down payment on your house, or doing some fixing up of your house, or doing something else that was bigger than what you were able to do with your current resources. And you got creative. You said, what can I sell? What can I do? Where can I go to get the answers? That is an invaluable quality to have, because majority of people, when they need something and they can't see it in their immediate, like it's not sitting in front of them physically, they don't know what to do. They don't know how to go and get it. So they just say, I don't have it. I can't afford it. I don't know. And they leave it at that instead of saying, how can I afford it? How can I find out the information I need? Those of you who are watching these videos, those of you who are attending my free workshop, which I'm going to tell you about here at the end in a few minutes, those of you who are doing these things, you are the ones that are saying, I don't know, but I'm going to find out from somebody else. I don't have it, but I'm going to go get it. That's being creative. It's being resourceful and always being willing to go that extra mile to get what you want. It's easy to sit and complain. It's easy to just use that as an excuse. I don't have it. But guess what? You don't make excuses, and you got out there and you're getting it done. And then for those of you who did invest something to start your side hustle, maybe it's a multi-level marketing. Maybe it's something where you have to, maybe it's a t-shirt business or something of that nature where you had to pay for some things up front. And then, after you get a sale, then you make your money back. You're willing to invest financially in your success. There are no free rides in this world. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Didn't Billy Preston tell us that a long time ago? You cannot get something for nothing. There's a lot of people out here. I see the ads on social media and the posts. You can do all this. You can be this great person and make all this money and have all this influence for nothing. When I see those ads, I run the other direction. You have to invest something. And a lot of times, if it's something that's going to make money for you, you have to invest money to get money. That's the idea of Shark Tank. Those people are those business owners or people looking for investors are going on there because they know they got themselves this far with the little they had, but they need more. And so they're going and getting resourceful to find the money. In Shark Tank, it's possible they might find an investor. Some people are emptying their 401ks. Some people are borrowing money from banks, borrowing money from families and friends because they believe in what they're doing. And if you have invested financially in that side gig, that is the very trait that's going to propel you in the high ticket coaching space or in entrepreneurship in general, because you don't look for always trying to nickel and dime your way and find a way to get something for free. You want all the rewards, but without putting something in. That's not you. That's not you, because you're working that side gig and you've invested financially in you. That quality, that trait is going to have many returns to you as you're moving forward in your entrepreneurship journey. And then finally, as a side gig owner or, working a side gig, I know that you make decisions for yourself and you follow through. Otherwise, you wouldn't still be in business. If you're selling a physical product, you make sure that you send it to the people, give it to the people. If you're selling a service, you make sure that you show up. The reason I know that you're doing that is because you still have the side gig. Now, are there people that don't do a great job with their little part-time businesses and they end up out of business or they have a really bad reputation? Yes, but I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you who does follow through. I'm talking to you who knows how to make decisions for yourself. I bet you didn't have to ask anybody's permission to start that side gig. No, you didn't. You just said, honey, you just said, mom, you said, kids, I'm about to do A, B, and C. So you won't be seeing me around very much, didn't you? You didn't ask their permission. Why? You were focused on your goal. You needed money. You needed whatever it was that you were trying to accomplish by starting your side gig, and you went out there and you found it. There is no shame in working a side gig, because listen to all the things that it tells me about you, which will help you to go to the next level as an entrepreneur, as a high ticket coach. A high ticket coach earning $3,000 to $10,000 per client for the knowledge you have. So I want you to start thinking, what is it that I'm good at that I love working with? Because I don't want you just picking something just for the money. That might be how you picked your side gig, and that's okay. But when you move into the high ticket coaching space, you're going to want to be helping people transform their lives in an area that you are very good at, that you love helping people transform in. That is going to be your ticket to letting go of the side gig if it's not related to what you coach in, and moving into financial and time freedom. It's possible for you. It's possible for you. And you working that side hustle lets me know everything I need to know about you, that you are uniquely positioned for success in this space. And if you would like to start down the road of figuring out how you can make your fortune, build wealth, as a world traveling coach with freedom to go wherever you want to go, whenever and wherever you want to go, I want you to register for my next free live workshop. We have them on Wednesdays and Sundays at buildwealthwhileyoutravel.com/live. I want you to go out there, get you a front row seat. It's absolutely free. It's a complimentary workshop that I do it twice a week so that you can start down your journey to financial freedom and time independence. You won't have to clock in on a job anymore. You won't have to work 60, 70 hours a week just to keep a roof over your head. You will have absolute freedom, and you will be able to choose and write your own ticket. But it starts with you going through this workshop. In the workshop, we're going to go through I call it Monetize Your Magic. 5 moves from 9 to 5 grind to world traveling coach. That's the name of the workshop. In there, we're going to talk about the 5 things you need to do starting out to make sure that you are positioned for success as a high ticket coach. It's not just about saying I'm a coach and just throwing up a website and just hoping the clients come flooding in, because they're not going to. That's not how it works. But I want you to be successful from the beginning. So we will be laying the groundwork for success starting with this workshop. It's only about 45 minutes long. And we will go through it. There is a participant workbook that you will get as well if you register. I do stream the workshop live to Clubhouse as well and on Facebook. But if you want the full experience, go ahead and get registered at buildwealthwhileyoutravel.com/live so you can get into the Zoom training lounge, so you can get your participant workbook. It's coming up. One's coming up tomorrow. They're every Wednesday and Sunday for now. So all I can say is we got one tomorrow. We probably will have one this Sunday. It won't be every Wednesday and Sunday. I guess I should change that. It's going to be most Wednesdays and Sundays, but don't wait. Go ahead and get your ticket now. Get your seat now. We're going to be going through the stuff that has to happen in between your ears before you can succeed. The stuff that you have to do from a logistical standpoint before you can succeed in the high ticket coaching space. But you can do it. And I hope that we can do it together. So again, go to buildwealthwhileyoutravel.com/live. Right now, reserve your seat. There's still spots in tomorrow's workshop, and you need to be in that seat. So I look forward to seeing you. I look forward to meeting you and sharing with you the 5 moves that you need to make to get you out of that 9 to 5 grind and out of that side gig life and into wealth building, world traveling, coaching freedom. I hope to see you there. Grab your seat now, and we'll talk soon. Take care.